What's up, you majestic what the fluffs? I'm Tyler.
And I'm Shorty.
And we are the Inner Idiots.
This podcast contains graphic language, violence, and other things that you probably should not let your children listen to. Please enjoy.
You hear the music. That's right, your ear holes, they're not letting you down. It's that time. Put your ugly kids to bed. Take a nap, whatever they need to do so they don't hear this shit. You set the deuce loose. That should give you enough time to at least get the episode started. That's right. Welcome back to the Inner Idiot, where it ain't wet from sweat and we ain't done yet. And don't sweat the technique. I am honored today, ladies, to give you the one and only, the Lord that is never bored, the commander of the comic books. He ain't got no shirt, but he's Shorty fresh in the flesh. 2 claps and a Ric Flair for Lord Shorty Hoffman. Woo!
Yeah, here I am, ready to go.
That's right. How was your day, Shorty?
Good. Long.
Long? I mean, long's better than short, right? You don't want your life to just fly by and shit and just come in a blur, blink of an eye.
Nah, 16-hour day, then went right to the comic book shop. Got my books.
How long did you sleep today?
I mean, I haven't.
You haven't been to sleep at all?
No, I'm still up, dude.
It's always...
Been up since 4 p.m. yesterday.
Oh, boy. You work tonight?
No, thank Christ.
Holy shit, you're off tonight?
Yeah.
It's a Wednesday.
I know. I took a fucking few days off.
Mental health break?
No.
No, just a break?
Yeah. I got shit I got to do.
Oh, okay.
I got stuff to build, things to put up, things to clean.
You gonna finish the fire pit?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Matter of fact, it's done in the backyard. All I got to do is paint it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to go look at that.
Yeah. We'll check it out later.
Look, let me tell you about this awesome thing I found. So we talked about soap before, right? And how we both love a certain brand of soap.
Yeah.
Well, for my birthday, I got these things called Soap Savers. And basically, it's a mesh bag that you put your soap in. And let me tell you what, this shit is majestic as fuck. It is like more majestic than 2 giraffes bobbing for apples. I'm telling you, it's fucking great. I got a bunch of extras. I'm going to bring you one.
Okay.
That's right. So, let's jump into today's top 5.
All right,
since we're talking about being clean and shit.
Okay.
There's one thing that makes me feel unclean, but I love it, and that's taking a dump. All right.
Okay.
So, today's top 5 is top 5 things I hate about public restrooms.
Okay.
Now, the title might be deceiving because, honestly, I love public restrooms. I love causing a muck out in public, dropping a deuce.
Sure.
But there are 5 things I hate. And here's number 5. You got to watch what you say in a public restroom. Not really while you're in it, but when you come out of it, right? I don't know how many times I've had the police called on me because I fucking walk out of the fucking bathroom like, damn, there's a bomb. I left a bomb in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful what you say. People at work, they don't even look at me when I come out of the bathroom. They're like, he's going to say some dumb shit.
I usually just say, like, I'm about to decimate a toilet, and I just go in and, like, fucking tear that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Just blow the fucking back out.
Yeah, exactly right.
All right, number 4 is that thin-ass fucking toilet paper.
Word.
There ain't nothing worse than fucking taking a big old long swipe at your fucking ass crack and your fucking finger popping through that motherfucker and just tickling the brown eye.
Heard that.
I mean, it's alright when Reba does it, but I don't want to tickle my own brown eye. That's just fucking weird.
Yeah.
We've crossed a fucking line at that point where it goes from being sexually enjoyable to you're just a creepy motherfucker. Yeah. It's a really thin line, but we've crossed it.
It's a really thin sheet of piece of toilet paper.
Yeah, that it is. Number 3 is you get a twofer on this one. 1 is I really wish fucking motherfuckers knew the Morse code. And 2, people that don't talk. So let me start with the Morse code one. For 1, if you're in a public restroom and somebody's in the stall next to you, it would be way more entertaining if you both knew Morse code. Right? You just tap on the fucking floor, be like, "This is what I had for lunch."
Mm-hmm.
All right. The second part of this one is people that don't talk. So you're in there and you just let out the loudest, earth-shattering fucking. Your cheeks done clap the beat to Queen's "We Are the Champion" fart, and a motherfucker next to you doesn't laugh or say "Oh God" or say "Did your soul just leave your body?" or be like, "Damn, that was a good one."
Yeah, just any comment in general.
Anything. Like sometimes I like to talk to a motherfucker while I'm shitting.
Sure.
And if the person next to me is rude, I'll talk to him anyways. I don't care.
True story that this pertains to. Years ago, man, I was living with my friend Tanya, and I don't care if I name drop her or whatnot, and she fucking hears the story. But like, we were having a conversation in like the living room, and our bathroom was like just down the hall and whatnot. Like, I mean, you can fucking see it from the living room. You know what I'm saying? So we're having a conversation or whatever. So I'm talking away. I go in, close the fucking door. I'm still talking, drop my fucking pants, sit there, start taking a shit. And I finish whatever the fucking statement was. And then nothing. I hear nothing. I was like, huh, that's weird. I wonder if she stepped outside to smoke or, whatever.
She done walked away from you in the middle of the conversation.
I was like, that's fucking rude. So I finished doing my business. I wipe my ass. I wash my hands. I open up the door. Dude, as soon as the door opens, instantly she starts back up the conversation right where we left off. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. Pause a second here. Why the fuck did you not speak for 4 minutes? And she was like, well, I've never talked to anybody while they're pooping. I was like, what? And she goes, I've never talked to anybody while they're pooping. I was like, why does that fucking matter? And she was like, well, I don't know. It's just weird. And I'm like, uh-huh. So, dude, like the next time I saw her enter the bathroom, I was like, Tanya, how was your day? She did not respond, dude. It took me months to break her of this habit.
That's weird to me.
I think it's very rude.
That was very rude of you, Tanya.
Yeah.
Good
fucking
God.
T-chain.
Fuck. All right, number 2 is auto flush. Here's the problem. If you're pushing out the biggest baby from your butthole you've ever pushed out, like, you need to look up and be able to see, like, this is the work I did. I did that. I made that. You know? But sometimes that auto flush, he wants to grab it as soon as it hits the fucking water. And you're like, well, where the fuck did my turd go? I wanted to see it. But no, auto flush done robbed you of that opportunity and joy.
No, I feel you, buddy. Because, like, dude, I've let some monster shits out at work. And, like, you talk about some dissatisfying, like, reveals when you stand up and your turd's going down the toilet and you're like, damn. Though, it's always a good deal when you clog that auto flush. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been proud very few times in my life of something I've accomplished. And that right there, every time I clog a fucking, like, one of those industrial fucking toilets, that's a satisfying sense of pride right there.
That's like a natural high right
I know,
there.
dude. I mean, like, that's something I could live off for like a month. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
You see that toilet over there? The third one in? I'll fucking clog that piece of shit.
Fucked it up. Before I even wiped, it was clogged.
That's right.
Shit. All right, and the number one thing I hate about public restrooms is walking into a clean bathroom. Here's why. For one, no public restroom is ever that fucking clean, right? So, I know when I walk into a public bathroom, I've got to fucking start the toilet paper roll before I sit down. And most of the time, I ain't going to remember that. So, you take a dump, and then you pants her around your ankles, and you see the fucking toilet paper roll ain't done. Now you got to get down on the fucking ground, under the fucking toilet paper roll, look like a goddamn car mechanic trying to get this little fucking magical piece of paper that's somehow stuck together with Gorilla Glue. You got to get that shit free and get the roll started, and then you tear half the fucking, like, long ways, half the roll off, so then you're fucking working with, like, oh shit, how do I wipe my ass with this? It's getting all over my knuckles.
I fucking hope you're exaggerating on every part of that.
Why?
Because, like, the idea of getting on the ground in a public restroom just fucking makes me sick.
You know, you gotta kneel down there and look up under the get up under.
You don't gotta look at shit, dog. You can fucking feel around. You know what I'm saying?
You're shorter than me. It's easier for you. I can't see it.
Okay. We're both sitting, home slice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
my abdomen's longer
and
wider, but still.
You can fucking lean, homie.
Dude, that's a lot of leaning with a lot of belly.
Oh my god.
And you gotta make sure it's started right, because you gotta at least be nice for the next person, or else you're stuck with that fucking...
I don't give a fuck, dude. As long as it wipes my ass and gets it mostly clean, I don't give a fuck. Like, even if it's a sandpapery shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Like, this motherfucker was 2-ply, now it's 1.5-ply. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give a fuck less.
I got an honorable mention today. And this is something that's been happening to me for like the last 2 weeks, right? So there's this one bathroom at work. I go to work, I go outside to smoke, and I always have to shit when I come back in. It's my morning shit. I take it in the same bathroom every morning. All right? So you walk into this motherfucker, and my shit's like, there's no holding these motherfuckers back. When I gotta go, I gotta go.
Right.
So it's one stall, walk into it, and damn near every morning I have to look at the fucking TP roll and be like, all right, is that gonna do it? Because it is before they clean the bathrooms. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh, I'm looking at the bottom of the barrel here. Like, am I gonna have to take my socks off for this one? Like, am I gonna have to use the actual cardboard part of the roll? Like, is that gonna hold up and wipe this ass crack?
Serious question. Have you ever had to use your socks, like, in that in a situation like that?
My socks are not the first thing to go. My socks are gonna be one of the last.
Okay.
First option is your shirt pocket for me. If my shirt has a pocket on it, I'm ripping that bitch off.
Okay.
That's first option. But that's a really small square. So
Yeah.
that's only good for a wipe. Unless you wipe
a single wipe.
Yeah. Or depending on how clean the poo is, like if you take a fairly clean poop, you might be able to fold that bitch in half and wipe again. Mm-hmm. But I'm a bigger man. That don't work.
Sure.
All right. So then depending on the shirt, it's time for a sleeve to come off. Because most of my shirts, I'm going to rip the sleeves off them bitches anyways.
Right.
And then after that comes the socks. But I would almost be more tempted to just take my underwear off, use my underwear and throw them bitches away, go commando before I go no socks.
Yeah, see, I would feel like that would be because that's where I was getting to, is like, like, you have underwear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
shit.
motherfuckers see my ass crack anyway, so it's like I'm not even wearing underwear half the time.
So what does it
anyways.
matter?
This might have to be something that we look further into. But this morning I walk in this motherfucker, and there was somebody in there, so I'm waiting. I hear the flush after a couple minutes, but then my next sound I hear told me I'm not using this bathroom. I hear the fucking, so you know the things you put on the toilet seat, the paper covers? I hear him pull one of them bitches out. I'm like, yep, toilet paper's gone. Because them motherfuckers hurt. I tried to use one of them one time. I felt like I done cut up my ass cheeks. Fuck. So I say to the guy, toilet paper gone? Yeah. I was like, yep, see you later.
Yeah. And another thing, like, I just thought of this, like, talking about people not talking to you during pooping or whatever. When I was a teenager, we were going to church camp. Like, our church group would get there a day early. Like, my church or whatever, there's usually about 20 teenagers or whatever. And the boys, almost religiously, ironically, would always take a group poop the very first night. We'd get there a day early because my youth pastor was one of the directors, so we would get there a day early. So we would always, being like 8 other guys, would go take a group poop.
I am intrigued right now,
and
sir.
Dude, it was like, you talk about some good fucking bonding time. And like, we'd all go in this big ass stall area, and I mean, there's like fucking 20 toilets in there. And we all just pick a toilet, and we all just sit there, fucking laugh, howl. Every time somebody let one fucking drop, dude, you could hear that motherfucker splash like that tickled a butthole. You know, just having a good fucking time. Dude, group poops are bonding time.
I feel like we need to find a bathroom big enough for our group of people so we can go do a group poop.
I'm telling you, dude, it is like, you gain new levels of friendship doing group poops. You know what I'm saying?
We just eat a bunch of White Castles and go find a fucking public restroom.
Now, see, like, you don't do anything specific. You just like, oh, wow. Like, it was literally like, we'd all get there. We'd instantly start working on shit, helping set up and whatever. And one person would say, man, I got to use the bathroom. Oh, man, me too. And you just slowly go down the list where everybody's got to take a
So
shit.
your all cycles went in sync. Like
Pretty much,
fucking,
yeah. Like, you held up the whole, 2-hour drive there, and then you got to working, and then all of a sudden it hits you. It's like 8 o'clock at night. You're like, oh, fuck, I haven't shit all day. I need to poop. And then, even the guys who don't feel like they have to poop are like, you know what's a good idea? Probably trying to take a shit. And so we all go to the fucking shower house or whatever the fuck it is, the bathhouse, and we all just fucking pick a toilet stall and do it. My favorite time we ever did this is the actual guy who was like the preacher or whatever that week or whatever, and it's always some random dude, some random preacher. He was in there with us, and we did not know it. And we were all sitting there laughing, howling, telling jokes, dude. I mean, it was like a 30-minute shit fest.
Nice.
And I mean, dude, it was just us having a great fucking time. And we all get done. Like, you hear all the toilets flushing pretty much at once. Everybody's up washing their heads or whatever. And one of the last people to flush was this preacher guy. He comes out and he's like, well, that was mildly entertaining. And we're just looking at him like, who the fuck is this guy? He washes his hands and walks out. We're like, what the hell? We didn't think nothing of it. That night or whatever, we go in to get ready for dinner or whatever, it being church camp or whatever, we go to pray. And this guy walks in. And we're like, oh, shit, there's that guy. And they were like, all right, this is Pastor so-and-so. He's going to lead us in prayer. We're like, Pastor? They're like, yeah, he's going to be the minister this week. And we're like, oh, man.
Oh,
like,
how many bad words were y'all saying in that motherfucker?
Nothing, because we were at church camp. We try to keep it really clean.
Better man than me.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just the way we were. However, I did divulge that I had cigarettes on me because my youth pastor didn't care. I mean, he did care, but thank God,
he wasn't going to go out of his way.
Well, he knew I did it, and he knew it wouldn't stop me. He just told me, listen, if you're going to do this, you're going to do it discreetly. And just let me know what's up. And I said, oh, okay, cool, deal. No big, whatever. So, one of my buddies who also smoked asked me if I had any. Hey, Shorty, you have any smokes? Yeah, I got some. Don't worry about it. And he did. That preacher guy did talk to my youth pastor about it. And he just said, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And, we dodged some bullets. But
for a whole weekend, no smokes? Oh, God.
Oh, dude, it was a whole week.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, 6 days, motherfucker. And, I had a carton of cigarettes with me because I knew me, my buddy, and another guy were all going to be smoking. You know what I'm saying? So, I had to supply us all. And, yeah, it was just funny. That's the only time we slipped up and let something, we shouldn't have said out. But other than that, dude, it was just letting the shit loose and go to town. And, dude, I'm telling you, that is a bonding experience that you need.
I'm on board for group pooping. We're going to have to set this up.
Automitis is totally down. I know he is. If we tell him to group poop, that motherfucker, he's a champion pooper. He loves it. He's in it. I bet we get Tree Bark and Wes in it too.
Yeah, and Camden will join in the fun.
Fuck yeah, well. Cool. Everybody go group poop, dude. We have to go find, we have to go to, Kings Island or something fucking silly.
Yeah.
And, just where there's a shit ton of stalls and just everybody.
Just go there to poop.
Yeah, just fuck it. I spent $56 to come in here and shit today.
Worth it.
And maybe a roller coaster. Who knows?
Fucking worth it. I don't do roller coasters.
Huh?
I don't do roller coasters.
That's
anymore.
right. You're afraid of heights.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Maybe you can shit. Maybe we can all shit ourselves on the roller coaster. That'd be kind of funny.
I would do it. I would shit myself if I got.
Man, I don't know if I have the fucking what is it? The fortitude, the mental fortitude to actually shit myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know if I could purposely do it. I mean, I shit myself quite a bit, but I don't know that I've ever purposely here it comes. I'm just letting this motherfucker go.
Yeah. Oh, man, I gotta poop. Could you imagine how fucking funny that would be?
Can you imagine how it would feel? Oh.
On a roller coaster?
Anytime.
I would do it. I don't know, man. I'd probably save it till right to the end. You're getting ready to get off the roller coaster and just lean over loud as fuck next to the guy who has please keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times.
Just fucking shit.
Just go up. Just go up to him where he's got the microphone on. Oh, by the way, guy, I shit in that seat right there. And then just walk out, and the next guy come up, by the way, I shit in that one right there. And, it's all different people. We don't even, look like we're a part of the same group. Dude, that should be funnier than fuck.
Yeah, it would work, too, because half of us don't look like we belong in the same group.
No,
fucking
no.
Great. All right, on that note, we're going to take a break.
All right.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Don't miss us too much.
Hey, Ty, if you wanted to make a podcast, how would you do it?
Spotify Podcasters app, of course. Or hell, even the website.
Do they have any way you can edit audio and help with organizing your episodes?
All that and more. You can reach out to listeners and have feedback with their Q&A feature, and it distributes it to all other major places you listen to podcasts.
I just looked, and they got a video podcast set up and editing tools here, too.
So all you got to do is sign up at spotifyforpodcasters.com or get the app and you're done.
Damn, it's just that easy.
It is April 7th, 2020, dumb.
Yep.
There's some holidays and shit before we get to On This Day in History. So this whole week is APAW's International Pooper Scooper Week. Just scoop and poop all fucking week.
Fucking pooper scoopers?
Pooper
Like for,
scoopers.
like dogs and shit?
I'm guessing because the acronym is APAWS. APAWS. So I'm guessing that's some kind of animal.
That makes sense. Yeah, pooper scooper.
Yep. Now, that's all week. We're going to be poop and scoop. Scoop and poop? Shit? Fuck. Wow. I want to talk for a living, people. All right. Some other shit we got going on today. This is a good one. It is National Day of Hope. It is Coffee Cake Day. God, I love me some coffee cake.
Dude, I love coffee cake. I'm not a fan of coffee, but I eat me some coffee cake.
Coffee cake don't taste like coffee.
I know,
It's
dude.
made to dip into your coffee.
Oh, well.
And you ain't even got to dip that shit. It's so good. The little crumbles on top.
Fucking Zach, he made some coffee cake a while back. Oh, it's so good.
Dude, I ain't ate today. This sucks. All right, it is. We're going to skip that one. It is Empowered Women Entrepreneurs Day. So, women out there that are getting it, just keep getting it.
Fucking get it.
It is Global Day of the Engineer. Nobody gives a fuck. It is International Beaver Day. Not National Beaver Day. It is International Beaver Day. So, when I go down later, I'm going to say beaver in about 5 different languages. Because I haven't ate today, and I'm going to eat a lot later.
Attaboy.
I think it's a different kind of beaver, though, but nah, I'm going to use it this way. All right, it
I
is.
want to celebrate Beaver Day.
Well, you better call somebody. Call somebody.
Got nobody.
It's National Beer Day. You can celebrate that and just drink your sorrows
I
away.
don't like beer.
Yeah. When you do drink, what do you drink?
Long Island iced teas.
Those are so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
My mom used to give me those when I was like 15 because it was the only thing I could drink.
Yeah.
It's Metric System Day because fuck the standard.
Fuck yeah, dude. True. I hate the empirical system.
It is National, and I gotta say it like this, it is National Girl Me Too Day. I'm not joking right now. It is Girl Me Too Day. I don't know what that really is, but it sounded good. Yeah, you're still looking at me funny. It's all right. It is
I'm so confused.
It's National Making the First Move Day, so you can make the first move on somebody and then celebrate Beaver Day.
Yeah, okay. Hop right on that.
Pet Health Insurance Day. I've never cared about a pet enough. Let's see. No Housework Day. You hear that, guys? Fellas, it's no Housework Day. Tell your old ladies. You probably don't do anything on any other fucking day anyways.
Right.
It is Public Television Day and World Health Day. There's more. Today is a busy fucking day, apparently. Mm-hmm. But that's what we got for today's holidays. And then,
I mean, for me, there's a holiday. My buddy Tree Bark, it's his birthday today.
oh, that's right. We'll save that. He'll be our outer.
Okay.
All right. So on this day, 1939, I don't know how fucking important this is, but his name is what made me choose it. Dick Turpin, executed in England for horse stealing. This motherfucker stole a horse and they killed Dick.
I mean, I've heard of worse things.
Yeah, I guess.
But slaying some dick, huh? To get some horses?
Right?
Or to save some horses? Saving horses, you gotta kill some dick?
Yeah.
This is a weird sentence.
I feel like this is a country song.
It probably is.
Slay a dick, ride a cowboy or something? I don't fucking know. All right. And in 1788, the first settlement in Ohio was Marietta. Marietta, yeah.
I feel like I've been through there.
I don't know that I've ever been to Marietta, Ohio.
Marietta, Ohio? I feel like I've done that. I don't know.
In 1798, let's get a big fuck you, Mississippi. Fuck you, Mississippi.
Fuck you, Mississippi.
Mississippi Territory was organized.
Oh, my
They didn't organize it very well because Mississippi's still around.
Yep.
And look, let's just add to last episode. Why do you have to count with Mississippis? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 No, I'm doing 1 Massachusetts, 2 Massachusetts. fuck Mississippi. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I mean, I'm digging where you're at.
And I just found a new state to hate.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
In 1891, Nebraska introduces the 8-hour workday. Yeah, I know. You don't even know what an 8-hour workday is.
I mean, I do when they make me leave work.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
You're like, 8 hours?
What's that taste like?
That's when we take lunch.
Yeah, that's first break.
Yeah. All right, a little wrestling news. This is the last one I got today.
All right.
In 2013, WrestleMania a lot. Let's see, 2013, how old was I? Because WrestleMania is as old as me. So I was 16. WrestleMania 27, MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. John Cena defeats The Rock to win his record 11th WWE Championship.
Wow.
I don't know. Wrestling's always near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched this so much growing up as a kid. I remember there was wrestlers that actually scared me when I was a child. Like Undertaker came out when I was a little guy, and I was always afraid that motherfucker was going to break into my house and kill me in my sleep.
Like, is it Kane and Sting as well?
Sting was cool as shit. He didn't get dark until I was like a teenager.
Sure.
And Kane didn't come around till I was a teenager.
I gotcha.
But the motherfucking Undertaker, he was a creepy dude.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
I don't know. I never paid much attention. Like, I only know those names because of my cousins. Because they were real big into wrestling. I never really cared.
I fucking loved it. I had wrestling buddies. There were these little dolls that you would slam around and shit and wrestle with. And then, like, me and my brother would fucking wrestle. Dude, it was dope. When I was 7th grade, I lived in this place called Country Place. And there was this area where we waited for the bus in the mornings. So we would always go to the bus early for the apartment complex.
Right.
Because they had this square fenced-in area. And we'd all get in there and just fucking wrestle until the bus got there.
Right.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
But that was on this day in history where we shallow dive into some historic shit, and then we just leave you all wondering what the fuck for the rest of it.
Hopefully you go in and try to learn something today, because we're not gonna.
No. I mean, we did learn that Mississippi sucks, and it became an organization or some shit. I don't fucking know.
It was organized into a state or a colony or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Well, and
somebody made a bad decision one time, and we have a state to thank for it.
Yeah, and fuck you, Nebraska, for introducing an 8-hour workday.
I feel like none of that was a good thing, because like before the 8-hour work week, like there was like that's how we kind of got union started, because there was no laws about having regulated times or whatever. Like, because most of the times you didn't get paid by the hour, you got paid by the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right, or the week.
Sure.
Especially back then.
Yeah, so they're like, all right, you show up to work every day you get this money, or every week you get this money. So
and work days were probably a lot longer than 8 hours when this was
exactly right.
instituted.
Yeah, and like when the unions were formed, it was because like companies were taking advantage of workers and stuff like that. So they developed the 8-hour workday. Slowly came in like the 30-minute lunch break and things like that, to where like you are required to stop and eat. And drink water and whatever else to keep yourself hydrated and fed. That way you don't die from exhaustion and whatnot. Like a lot of labor laws and stuff like that really implemented that, so we didn't kill ourselves at work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
look at you being all insightful and shit.
Yeah, it's one thing I've had to look up, because I try to get to as much hours as I can. Like, just because there's an 8-hour workday doesn't mean you can't work more than that.
Right.
So I've had to look up the laws and stuff that allow me to come into work as much as I possibly can.
And your overtime rate's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that overtime. See, I don't get overtime, man. I get paid a daily wage.
Oh, I mean, cool.
It's worked out in my favor the last few weeks.
Yeah. Fucking, I mean, sometimes cool, sometimes bad. It's like they asked me to go to salary a couple of years ago. I told them to go fuck themselves, because they wouldn't want me to pay me. They wouldn't want to pay me what I asked.
Was it a supervisory position? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Makes
were
sense.
like, hey, how do you feel about being a supervisor? I'm like, you guys can't afford me.
Nope.
They're like, how much do you want? I said, 80 grand. And they're like, go fuck yourself. I was like, no dice.
No dice. All right. On that note, we're going to go roll the dice and smoke about it.
Okay.
And we'll be back.
Bye.
Do you love podcasts? Of course you do. That's why you're here. But you know what's even better than listening to a podcast? Making your own. That's right, and Anchor makes it simple. I'm your favorite host, MC Tyler Havlin, and I'm telling you, go download the Anchor app today, Anchor FM. They have all the tools you need to get started today. And best part is, it's totally free. They push it out to all the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. So get started today, people. Go download the app, Anchor FM. I'll wait. Do it now. So before we get these what the fuck facts underway, all that shit talk got me in the mood, and I had set the deuce loose on the break. Let me tell you what, Shorty. The toilet paper placement in that bathroom is set up for the motherfucking Lollipop Guild. Dude, it is so low to the ground. Like, you may be short, but goddamn, you ain't that short, son.
Well, I mean, I didn't design this motherfucker, so what do you want from me?
I want to know who the fuck designed it.
Fuck, I don't know.
Whoever it was obviously couldn't even step up over into the shower. Because that is low. Like, it is ankle level low, people.
Sure.
I got fucking vertigo looking down at it.
Oh my god.
Shit.
It wasn't that fucking bad.
All right. Well, let's keep it going. You got the what the fuck facts today. Let's hear them, my guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the only one that I got related to shit, but since we're sitting here talking about and shooting the shit, this is what I come up with. All right, so poop transplants can be an effective medical treatment.
Poop transplants.
Yes.
Now, is this like, are we just touching the surface level here? Or you got something for us?
I got a little bit of, I did get a little bit of context because I always need these things. Some of these facts I don't have context for, but this one I definitely needed it for. So research increasingly tells us that the most effective way to treat C. diff, I don't know what that means, the harmful bacteria that can proliferate in your intestines in beneficial bacteria. If beneficial bacteria are wiped out, it is by taking a healthy person's poop and putting it into your own digestive tract. That the formal name is known as a fecal transplant.
Now, see, I heard this at first, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just like, maybe they're taking the cutter muscle off one person that, like, passed away or something and putting it on somebody who can't cut turds.
Yep.
But no, they're actually taking one man's shit and putting it into another. So one man's shit is another man's treasure.
Apparently. And here's a little bit more. That doesn't mean you should try this at home, but controlled studies have found that the fecal transplant have success rate around 90% higher than any antibiotic. This makes sense. A C. diff infection is often caused by an antibiotic indiscriminately killing beneficial bacteria in someone's intestines. So recolonizing them with healthy bacteria is a means of crowding the C. diff out. This is becoming increasingly increasingly mainstream procedure that researchers are currently working on an alternate means of fecal transplant deliveries, like frozen poop or pills that can be taken orally.
You know what, Shorty? I love you enough to give you my fecal matter. I do. If you ever need a poop transplant, I got you, homie. I got plenty of it. Don't worry.
All right, I guess.
I mean, I'm full of shit.
See, I thought this was a joke, dude, because like a couple years ago, they did an episode of South Park where they were talking about fecal transplants, and I thought it was a bunch of bullshit. I'm like, okay, they're just making fun of something. That's it. No, this is fucking legit, and that blows my fucking mind.
Here's my my theory on South Park real quick, because I dog it a lot, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they talked about this and some of the other stuff I've heard, like, what is it, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Like, those two guys have to be fairly smart with some of the shit.
Oh, they're
they do.
wildly intelligent.
Like, I mean, and I appreciate that. Like, throw your intelligence into your fucking comedy. That's awesome. Maybe at my age, I need to give South Park a second go.
Sure.
But I
mean, a lot of it's topical humor, so, like, it's really hot on whatever topics are current. You know what I'm saying? So, like, trying to keep up with it, like, going back and watching some of the older episodes, if you don't know what the hell was going on at that point in time in history, You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, the show's been on for damn near 30 years now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker's almost as old as I am. So, a lot of the episodes are dated for those times. And it's crazy, like, watching the Muhammad Ali episodes, or not Muhammad Ali, Muhammad, just the Prophet, like, those episodes or whatever, some of those episodes are banned because they are no longer allowed to show them on air or anything else other than DVD releases, because Matt and Trey both got death threats for depicting Muhammad, the sacred prophet of the Muslim faith. It was crazy. And when they got death threats or whatever, they, Comedy Central, whoever the publishers were, I assume it was Comedy Central, told them, like, hey, you're not allowed to show this image anymore. And they got all upset because they're like, why can't we make fun of something?
We make fun of everything else.
Yeah, exactly right. And they thought it was highly wrong that they can't make fun of one thing just because of this. And they both straight up said, like, if we get fucking, death threats, fine, whatever. We don't give a shit. Just let us do it. And they're like, no, we're not going to do it. So they got shut down. And, like, Chef, the guy who voiced Chef in South Park, he left the show because they were making fun of Scientology.
Everybody makes fun of Scientology.
Sure.
Don't be so easy to be made fun of.
But the thing was, with South Park or whatever, it was they made fun of Jews, they made fun of Catholics, they made fun of, and you name the religion.
They don't discriminate. They make fun of everybody.
Right. You make fun of the religion, that was it. You know what I'm saying? And when they went to go make fun of Scientology, apparently the voice actor for Chef was like, no, I'm a Scientologist. You're not allowed to make fun of that. And they were like, no. We're gonna make fun of everybody equally. Like, we're not gonna sit here and play favorites. And so, like, Chef left. Like, that's why Chef left the show, because that guy was like, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore. If you guys are gonna make fun of my religion, I'm out. And they're like, how can you be okay making fun of Jews, Catholics, and everybody else, but you're not okay with us making fun of your religion because it's personal at this point or some shit, Fuck you. But yeah, there's my rant about South Park.
Well, South Park fun fact. We said they've been around a while. They have been around since October 13th, 1997.
97.
It's what, 24 years almost?
24 years, yeah. That makes sense. I think they're on season 24 or 23.
Yeah, 309 episodes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just of what I found. It could be more than that by now.
And out of all of them, I think there's only one I don't like. And that's, seriously. There's only one I can think of that I do not like.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the name of the episode.
I saw a meme the other day.
I'm pretty sure it's season 4, though.
That it was like masks can't save Kenny or something.
Right.
Because, I mean, he's always wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Right? He
wears
still dies.
He wears a parka and he dies in almost every episode. It wasn't until like season 5 that he stopped dying in every episode.
Oh, he doesn't die in every episode anymore?
Mm-mm.
See, that's how far behind I am. I watched like the first season or two when it was like the thing to do as a teenager.
Sure.
God, we're old. But yeah, so what's the next fact?
The next
got a little
fact.
derailed on that one.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
The Rolling Rock beer almost went bankrupt in the 1990s. As a last-ditch effort, they hired a new marketing executive to turn their fortunes around. In the big meeting with all the board members awaiting in anticipation for his big reveal, he told them to just raise the price. They were ready to fire him on the spot because he couldn't sell any of the cheapo price. He couldn't sell them at the cheapo price. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
He then told them why. There was a price point. Their price point was less than Budweiser, and at the time, that was the standard by which people judged the quality of beer. He reasoned that if they increased the price of their next tier to the next tier above Bud, and did nothing else, people would believe it was a better beer, even though it was the same as it ever was.
Huh.
Yeah. And it turned around in the ad campaign that they thumbed their noses, and the yuppies who drank it by the case in college in the 70s and 80s started buying it again because it now was a better beer.
Damn.
Just because the price went up. And they were like, oh, yep, it's better than Budweiser because it's more expensive.
Well, as a beer drinker, I could tell you now that Rolling Rock is not that good.
Well, It's not. That was not their point.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Because like, as somebody who doesn't drink beer, you know what I'm saying? Like, all beer tastes like shit to me. Like, I can't tell you. Like, I've been handed a Budweiser, tastes like shit. Yingling tastes like shit. Sam Adams tastes like shit.
No, don't you put that on Sam Adams. Sam Adams is my jam.
Sam Adams tastes like shit. Beer 30 tastes like shit. That's a real fucking beer, and I've had it. It's absolutely god awful.
Yeah, but you see, you don't like any beer.
Exactly right.
So that would be like you.
Even the bourbon barrel ale or whatever the fuck it is, that beer, ale, whatever the hell it's supposed to be, it tastes like shit.
Yeah.
The only beer that I've ever had that I've ever liked is the Not Your Father's root beer.
It's root beer. Oh, man, that stuff gives me a stomach ache, and it fills me up.
Bro, I did not know it was alcoholic until it was too late.
Until it was too late.
Like, I'm over at my buddy's house. We're playing board games. And they fucking... I asked him, I said, hey, man, do you have anything that isn't beer? And he's like, yeah, we got root beer in the fridge. I said, okay, cool. So I open up the fridge, and I just see root beer really big. Grab the bottle, pop it open. It's a glass bottle. Sweet. Chug this motherfucker. Because there's a rule with root beer. And apparently there's the same rule with beer, and I did not know this. You cannot let it get warm, otherwise it tastes like shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's definitely the rule.
And that's the rule with root beer. So I drink this motherfucker fairly quickly. Not thinking anything of it. I was like, hey, man, can I get another root beer? Yeah, sure. So one of our buddies who's on the way over there, they text him and say, hey, buy more of this. And so he shows up with 2 more of these fucking 6-packs. I drank 18 of these motherfuckers in a 4-hour sitting.
How did you, at what point did you realize something? I've been roofied. Like at some point you had to start feeling it and be like, fuck it.
So we ordered food, whatever, and chilling and whatnot. And at the time, man, I think I was in the process of quitting smoking.
Uh-huh.
And
that went real well, obviously.
Yeah, no shit. I smoked like a freight train. Anyway, we're sitting there and we're eating. So we ate food and stuff. So it's not all sitting on an empty stomach or whatever. But I decided it's time for a cigarette. And I'm like, okay, here we go. I go to stand up and my foot does not go where I think it should. And I realized right then and there that I had fucked up. And I looked at my buddy Denny and I was like, what have you done to me, you piece of shit?
That's when he knew.
And all of them laughed their asses off. And nobody told me till right then and there that, Shorty, those have alcohol in them. Like, you motherfuckers let me drink 18 of these pieces of shit. Like, dude, I was fucking plastered. And I didn't realize. But apparently Denny and all them knew I was drunk way before then. Because I love strategy games and stuff like that. And that's what we were playing, was a strategy game. And apparently my strategy game was getting way worse. Like, They were like, you are notably getting bad at this game, Shorty. And I just thought it was because everybody else was getting luckier with the dice rolls and shit. Not because I was notably making terrible decisions.
How many times in your life have you been drunk? Can you count them?
Off the top of my head, I can remember 3 vividly.
And that was one?
Yeah, that was one. The other time I was drunk, the first time I can vividly remember being drunk is I was super hammered, running down in a foot race against my buddy Big John, wearing a straitjacket.
Oh, wow. That sounds like not a good idea when you're drinking.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And to clarify, it was my straitjacket that I owned and bought and paid for of my own fruition that I no longer have, sadly.
Oh, damn.
I know.
We still need to do a drunk episode. All right, let's get on to the next
fuck
fact.
all that. You
don't have to drink. I'm going to, because I'm goddamn hilarious.
I mean, all right, whatever. Just, you're not allowed to touch anything. I mean, you don't already, but I don't fucking drunk asshole. Anyway, John Kellogg, the inventor of the cornflakes, was a huge advocate for circumcisions. Because,
I know where this one's going.
Yeah, because he believed it would prevent us from masturbating. He also tried to normalize putting acid on the clitoris for the same reason.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Dude,
and I've heard this one a lot. Like, the bland taste of cornflakes is supposed to make you not want to masturbate. Here's my thought on it. The shit's so bland and you get absolutely no joy from fucking eating it, you might as well go masturbate so you do get some goddamn joy in your life. So it's going to work to the opposite for me. Just saying.
Sure.
Fuck you, cornflakes and John Kellogg.
Yeah. Thinking of food, there are 648 calories in the average rat.
And the average rat, that's a lot of calories for something so small.
A rat?
So, 648?
Not a mouse, dog. Not a mouse.
Yeah.
A fucking rat. Rats are big, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know the size of a rat, but, like, I can't imagine it's super small.
Yeah, but you have to consider you're not eating the bones and the brain. Like, you got to take the meat off of it.
You can eat the fucking brain. The
yeah,
brain's
I'll
edible.
pass. I mean, I'll pass on eating the whole rat anyways. But, yeah, so I don't have any what the fuck facts.
I mean, god damn it. Not RT rat.
What are you trying to look up now?
How big a fucking rat is.
It's like 3 pounds, right?
Let's see. A brown rat is 1.1 pounds on average.
Oh, God, I was way off.
A black rat can be up to 8 ounces. Oh, damn.
1 pound to 8 ounces?
Yeah.
All right, so I was way off.
But I mean, like, you're thinking, like, okay, so, like, 13 to 18 inches long. But I mean, some of that, 6 inches of that is tail. But I mean, like, still, dog, like,
that's not a lot of meat, though.
Don't give a fuck. If you in a crisis situation, homie, we eating rats.
Well, yeah, it's a great caloric intake. I mean, you get plenty of calories, but
I don't know about nutrients. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, it'll at least satiate you. Now, here's the thing: in a steak, a big steak is 679 calories.
A big steak?
Yeah, so you're looking at one more calorie. That rat is what you're gonna get off of that rat is much smaller than a steak. You're probably tops looking at like maybe 2 White Castle slider patties of meat off of a rat, I feel like. For those of you who don't know what White Castles or sliders are, because I realize not everybody that listens is from the same region, it is these greasy-ass little burgers that are steamed, and they're tiny. And you can eat about 73 of them before you shit yourself. But once you shit the first time after eating a White Castles, you're not going to stop shitting for 3 days. Just saying. All right, where are you at? By the way, White Castles, I fucking love you. I'm a better man for knowing about White Castles. All right, what do you got going on over here? I see bugs.
Yeah, you see bugs. So apparently, black or just caterpillars can die from Black Death or commonly die from Black Death and anal prolapse.
Anal prolapse. What is an anal prolapse?
That's what I was looking into. An anal prolapse.
I feel like that is when you can't poop.
I feel like it's just when you're fucking blow out your butthole.
The way you said that with so much excitement.
I'm just confused and concerned. Like, are these caterpillars shitting out their assholes? Like, fucking wild. An anal prolapse may happen naturally. It can also be caused by exposure to some pesticides. The digestive tract begins to come out of the caterpillar's anus. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Because I'm thinking, like, man, I feel like I've heard this term before.
It is literally your intestines coming out. You just blew your fucking asshole out.
Yeah, and caterpillars die from that shit.
Well, I imagine I would die from that shit too. I ain't fucking caterpillar. I blow my asshole out. Fucking, I'm done.
Buttholes get blown out and shit. You ever see the fucking weird ass porns where chicks like force their buttholes out?
Oh God, no. I mean, I've seen some fucked up shit. Like, I'm a dirty motherfucker, right?
Yeah,
like we can,
I know.
I will get down and do some nitty gritty shit, but when it comes to sticking fists in things and shit coming out, like I draw the line. Like, nope, not for me. I don't want to see no freaky deaky shit like that.
Let me learn a little bit more about you, Ty.
Okay.
So, like, you've notoriously given some of our friends about, like, shit about not eating butthole, right?
Right.
So, like, you partake of licking the brown eye, right?
Oh, fucking A, I do.
Okay, cool beans. You ever seen those videos of people, like, eating cereal out of a butthole?
Yeah, I can't, it makes my stomach turn just thinking about it. So, like, when you eat asshole, right?
Right.
I am not actively sticking my fucking tongue down your anal canal.
Right.
I might get inside the butthole a little bit.
You're just licking the outside rim, the the balloon knot.
For the most part, that's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll stick a finger in the butthole, like when I'm going down.
Do you lick it clean afterwards?
Huh?
Do you lick it clean afterwards?
No, I mean, I'm sure I have and not thought about it. I mean, but I date clean women. So
Sure,
Reba is immaculate. She is always clean.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not something I think about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I do miss having a beard, though, because since we're talking about going down, like, when you go down and you have a beard, you can smell it for a while, and it is so great. Like, you just be having a hard day, and you just take a big inhale.
I guess I'm self-conscious about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want other people to smell like what I've been up to. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know me, I don't care.
Right. But I'm like, and like, not necessarily like because of the way I like my voice carries and stuff like that. Oftentimes, like my breath does as well. So like, if my breath stinks or anything like that, everybody can fucking smell it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to like wash my face and brush my teeth like right afterwards, because I don't want motherfuckers and like, one, my ex used to get fucking like really shitty about it because she'd like, listen, like I get it, you like it, because I would sit there and serenade, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, pussy, awesome. And she'd be like, go wash your fucking face. She's like, I don't know why you like the smell of it so much, but I don't. I was like, you don't like the fruit? You don't like the smell of your own fruit, baby? And she'd be like, no, get the fuck out of here.
See, and it's a subtle smell. It's not like it's the strongest smell. If it's a strong smell, then girl, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly right.
Girl, me too. But I mean,
Jesus.
like, you're doing something wrong. The smell should be subtle. It shouldn't be fucking a fake smell. God, here we are. Look, women, I'm not telling you what to do. Obviously, you know what to do better than me. I'm the man. You're a woman. You know how to take care of yourself better than me. So if you want to educate us, by all means, educate us. I am ignorant, and we all know this. So if I say something wrong that you feel the need, pop it on Twitter, put it on the Instagram, put it on the fan page. Hey, look at that. Nice way to plug our shit. By the way, we're over 700 followers on Instagram now. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. So we're trying. We're trying to get better. We're trying to post more. We want to give you guys the biggest part of our lives that we can give you, because we fucking love doing this. I love doing this. I'm chasing a dream right now. So
I got one more fact for us, and then we'll call it. All right?
Okay, I just went off on a goddamn tangent. Make it good.
I seen it. Well, this is kind of a bummer for our stoner friends, but scientists have fed tilapia pellets laced
Pellets?
pellets. Sorry, God.
That's all right. I got you, boo-boo.
Pellets laced with cannabis oil to see if cannabinoids, whatever that is, would have a calming effect on fish. Their conclusion: unlike other pets such as dogs, cats, fish feel no such high on THC. So all you stoners with fish tanks, you can stop trying to give your fish contact highs.
That's funny. Here, I got another interesting fact about fish.
Okay.
I feel like this is probably one you already know, but it's really two. So one, fish have no pain receptors. Fish do not feel pain. I just learned this. Okay? Yeah, true story. Also, fish can digest metal. So, if you're ever fishing and your hook's stuck, cut the line, throw the fish back in with the hook. If you're doing catch and release, and the hook, they will digest it. I did not know that. I just learned that on Monday. Because, interesting fact about me, I've never been fishing.
Really?
Really. Never done it. It's just not something I have a desire to do. I don't mind going out sitting on a boat, going out sitting on a lake. But to me, the act of fishing is no different than just sitting there.
Right.
Unless
I agree with you.
Unless you're like doing some of that fucking crazy shit where you're out like on a boat that's fucking moving, hauling in huge fucking fish. Like I have no desire to do it. And plus, like, girl, me too. I don't like getting my hands all grimy and shit with something. I don't like touching the stuff. I will if I have to. It's not like I'm afraid to. I just don't like my hands being slimy.
Sure.
Unless it's a slime of a certain persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
But slimy hands, dirty hands, I don't like it.
Right.
So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Is that all we got today?
That's it, dude.
That's it. Special outer idiot of the day?
Yeah, tree bark.
Oh, boy.
Tree bark.
We gonna sing happy birthday to him?
I mean, I'm not.
Okay, well, then I ain't singing either, but happy birthday, Trevor.
Happy birthday, Trevor.
Thank you for listening if you're listening.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all we got today.
Yeah, that's it, guys. No more. We're done.
So in the meantime,
In the betweens time.
no matter what a stripper tells you, There's no sex in the champagne room. That's right. Cue the music. We out.
Fuck.
Hit the button.
God, fucking Jesus.